Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we're gonna discuss how you can make your profile better for really kind of getting into the best universities possible. I know all of you want to go into the top ranked university, top 10, top 25, top 30, whatever it is, right? But in case your profile is not good enough, in case these things are not good enough on your profile, you will never be able to make it to the top universities. All right, of course there are exceptions in every case, every phenomenon on the earth, but we want to make sure that we are not an exception, but we are really getting in because we are good on every front. All right, in case you have some issues with your CGPA, in case you have some issues with your research, whatever it is, don't worry, you can try to make it up with the other factors over here. I have noted down a total of 7 factors over here. All right, but you want to make sure that you are good on every front. Okay, in case you have the time, make sure that you're good on each of these 7 fronts. All right, in case you have some issues with your 1 or 2 fronts, it's okay, but try to make sure that your other fronts are really strong. All right, so let's go over these things. What are these issues that you want to solve on your profile? What are these things that universities are looking for on your profile when you're applying to overseas universities, when you're applying to universities in the US, Canada, Australia, Germany, whatever it is? All right, so let's go over these things. The first thing is your CGPA. First of all, if you are from the same field, for instance you are from computer science and you're going for masters in computer science, make sure that your CGPA is good, because if these people do not see that you have a great CGPA, let's say you have a 6.8 or something, and then you're going in for your masters and you're applying to UCB or something like that, topmost universities I'm talking about, well, they're not gonna understand that how you're going to be able to understand their program, and that is the advanced masters program, if you do not know your bachelor's program stuff. Right, so make sure that you can show them that you have a CGPA, anything above 8.5 and 9, preferably 9 would look great on your profile, no matter the university. All right, it could be, see, the university of course matters, and trust me, this has been one of the main reasons that I did not get into some of the top 3 universities in the US. Right, the university that you would complete your bachelor's from matters, definitely does, but your CGPA, if you cannot show them that you are able to cope up with the course, whatever university you are from, you will be left behind. This is probably one of the most important criteria, and applications are filtered out. I have seen this, I have experienced this with my clients, with other people I'm friends with who are applying, and everyone really, you must have a good CGPA if you are doing this. Right, and in case you are from a different field, let's say you're from a field like electrical engineering in the bachelor's and now you're going for computer science, well, then you want to make sure that you can show them something else. All right, CGPA, of course you want to still show them that you have at least an 8, but you want to show them your interest in computer science and you want to prove it. And let's go on to the other topics and show you how you can prove that. All right, then comes your research. Research is probably the most important thing over here. All right, people disregard this. All right, research, if you're going for a Master of Science, MS based degree, or any degree which is research based, right, understand this, not industry based, research based degree, you must show them a research paper, you must show them something like that. All right, people do get in without these research papers, people do get in without any of these things, but of course they are not mandatory. But let me tell you, it will boost your profile so much if you have a good research paper. All right, how do you actually get into research? You want to actually associate with professors. All right, try to associate with professors from the best universities of your country. Let's say if you're from India, right, you try to associate with professors from the IITs, Indian Institute of Technology. All right, these are the best institutes over here in India, so you try to associate with professors, go on over there at these universities for your summer internships or whatever it is, and try to do research with these professors. All right, and these professors are people who publish research papers every now and then, so it'll be soon, if you are really associating yourself with these people, that your research paper will be published very soon as well. Right, so, and these guys know their stuff, they know where to publish, they know what to do, they know what not to do. So trust me, if you're doing it for the first time all by yourself, it's gonna be way hard than you can ever imagine. Right, next let's go on to the projects. By the way, your research also shows you that you are a potential PhD candidate, which is a great thing to the university. All right, so keep that in mind, and yeah, make sure that you have something good to show for. If you have 1 year, that is more than enough for a good research paper, good level research paper. Right, just associate with the right people. If you do not know how to do that, actually go onto their website, see what they are working on right now, try to work something up, try to make sure that you're progressing their project, and then contact them that, see, this is what I tried doing, maybe this will help you, right? And if it does help them, well, I don't see a reason why they will not work with you. Alright, if you're doing something, if I'm doing something, right, I'm building a website for you guys, I'm doing something like that, and if someone gives me an idea, someone really, kind of creates something that helps me, why wouldn't I want to work with that person? It just creates so much more trust automatically. Alright, so see, you try to do that. And next, let's go on to the projects. Alright, you must have some good projects on your profile. Alright, and this is probably a must that, if you have no practical exposure, this is the way you show it. Practical exposure is only shown by projects, right? So if you have none of it, well, why are you going for an advanced degree when you do not know your basics, right? And if you cannot create a single project after your bachelor's or after your degree, then this does not apply to people who are applying for bachelor's abroad, but this does apply to people who are who are applying for masters or all of these degrees. It is so much more important that you understand this. These projects show your practical exposure and the level of these projects. Alright, if you're just doing a simple web-based project, HTML, CSS, something of that sort, doesn't count for much. But if you've done something like you've created a startup out of it, or if you have, let's say, I don't know, maybe you have 1,000, 2,000 customers on your website who are actually working with you, and it just looks so much more great. If you have some patent in case you're going for an MIS or MBA based degree. Sorry guys, someone came at the door, so I just got a little interrupted, but again, let's continue over there. I was talking about your projects, and again, I'm sure that you understand that projects are the only way to show your practical exposure and that you know what you are doing, and you don't just have knowledge of the theory. Your Cgpa shows that you have knowledge of the theory, but you want to show the practical knowledge, and that you can show from the projects. Easy, simple, I'm sure you understand over here. Next, let's go into the work experience part. Alright, work experience is also very important. Alright, now a lot of students go directly from their bachelor's, they do not even work a single day, and that is probably like me. But what I also have on my profile is about 6 to 7 months of internships, and that counts a lot. Alright, they are not remote internships. I've not done them from home. I actually went to the office. I actually learned something over there. Trust me, when you go on for an internship, you learn so much, because I learned so much that I'm actually able to start my own startups right now. So that is definitely one thing that you should keep in mind. Your work experience would account for so much more than you realize right now. Alright, and it shows that you are able to work in a corporate environment also. But again, your research is a lot more important than the work experience. I understand that now, and I did not earlier, and I'm telling you this because I want you to make the best out of your profile, best out of your time, whatever you're doing. Alright, so make sure if you get a research internship, it's much more better than any other internship. If you're working a job, of course your experience is another level. You already know how it's important to you, and you already know why it's so much important. Alright, next let's go on to your scores. GRE, TOEFL and IELTS scores, these are also important. Understand that you must have some great scores on your profile. Otherwise, see, I'm building a website for you where you'll be able to see GRE, TOEFL and IELTS scores, the average for every university that you are applying to. Alright, so the average applicant has these scores, so make sure that your scores are above the average, and only then I would recommend applying to that university. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Alright, you can also see the teaching assistantships, number of research assistantships, and all of those fundings and scholarships that are given out by that university. So make sure that you apply by understanding that. You can also see the number of international students over there, so that will also help you understand that, alright, so many international students get in, so maybe I will do something of that sort. Make sure that you have your analytics right, and I'm building that for you. It's called ymgrad.com. Go onto the website, it'll be up in the next 2 days or so, and we should definitely you should definitely check that out and understand. The next thing, actually I'm kind of just rushing because the battery on my that thing is going. Anyway, the LOR and SOP again is very important. If you do not know how to write them, I have videos showing you how disastrous the drafts can be. This video over here, it shows these LORs which have been sent by some of your seniors, and they are absolutely disastrous, right? And you want to check this video out, you want to understand what are the common mistakes, and I have some other videos also where I detail how you can make the best of your LORs, the best of your SOPs, and all of that. All of that has been covered. But I personally also write LORs and SOPs for people, only selected clients whose profiles are very compatible to mine, and I understand that I can get them into a good university, great top 25, top 30 university at least. Only then I work with them. And if you want to do that, you can send me your profile on my Instagram page or on my WhatsApp, and I would be willing to take a look. Of course, that is a paid service only on ymgrad.com. You can learn more about it, you can book it right over there, and all of that can be done right over there. Finally, not that it matters a lot, but in case you have some extra time on your hands, and you have an access to some good NGO which is doing some good work, which is kind of recognized across borders of your country, then work with that NGO. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend wasting a lot of time over there. But again, if you have some NGO experience, if you have some event management experience also, it helps. It just shows that you are able to manage a lot more things. Like you can start societies, you can bring your own culture to that university. So all of these things are of course important as well. Some universities explicitly ask for these things, how culturally aware you are and what have you done for the university, something of that sort, right? So these are again important, but not that important. See, your Cgpa and research are the most important, then come your projects and work experience, again your GRE TOEFL scores. All of these things are of course important, and your SOP and LOR, they cannot do much if you have a bad profile. Otherwise, if you only have a Cgpa of 6.8 and no research and no projects, then I don't think your SOP and LOR will be able to do you justice. Alright, so make sure that you work on your profile before you actually apply. Otherwise, you will be wasting a lot of your money, and I do not want that. I do not want you to waste your money. Alright, so even if you come to me with that profile, I would not be willing to work with you. Alright, so otherwise, everything else is great. Just make sure you focus on these aspects of your profile, especially for the people who are going for the MS based degrees, because these degrees are completely research based. You want to show these qualities on your profile. Alright, and I want to make this video as short as possible. I just wanted to go over these details because someone recently commented below my video that they wanted this topic. If you want another topic you have in mind, you want my opinion on it, my insights on it, just comment down below and I will make a video for you. And in the meanwhile, focus on these aspects of your application, and I hope to see you in some of the best universities in the world. And let's stay in touch. Alright, subscribe to the channel and contact me on Instagram, say hi, whatever. I'd love to talk to you guys. Alright, see you in the next video, and goodbye for now.